The highest love and the highest loyalty that you can show yourself is to take your problems, love them as if they were your own child, and never want to give up your problems for somebody else's. See, there's some problems that are really hard to deal with. Not being able to socialize, feeling like you're not your actualized self in a group of people. That can be hard, but if you look at somebody, like if you look at the life of the party, like though it may seem like they're all good on the surface, they have their own problems. Everybody has problems that they came here with. So when you realize this, you can in turn love your problems and treat them with respect. And though it is your responsibility to overcome your problems, they are inherently a part of you and you must accept them for you to be able to accept yourself. And accepting yourself is a very important aspect of life, because without self-acceptance, you wouldn't be able to show care, love, or affection for anybody else. So, it's pretty important. But, all that aside, to show your problems love, you need to look at them, you need to be grateful for them. You need to be grateful that you have the problems that you have and not other problems, because these problems that you have, they can be better or they can be worse. They can always be worse. See, you may feel detached from the rest of the people around you, but it could be worse in the sense that, you could lose your legs, you could lose your eye. I know somebody who recently lost his eye. He's a boxer at my gym. He coaches his son and everything, but he also owns a tree cutting company, and he actually got in an accident and lost his eye. I don't know if it was right or left, but you get the picture. Like, there's worse things that can happen, and you shouldn't go around worrying about it all the time, but you'd probably feel pretty stupid if you lost your eye and you were making such a big fuss about, being anxious at a party. Like, you'd feel pretty stupid. So, you gotta embrace this with love and acceptance. Yeah. Realize that there's also solutions to your problems, and don't be so quick to throw in the towel and just be self-loathing, because it's easy to do that. And trust me, you don't want to go there. Especially if you do have some few select people around you that you really love. Like, your family and all that. Like, things could go really south if you can't come to terms with your own self. So, take that into consideration. Because, I've definitely gotten into some fights and into some arguments and stuff just over not feeling myself, bro. It's like the simplest shit, but I don't know. I feel like it's pretty simple to not project and stuff, but you got to think, why do we end up doing it? It's simple. We just can't get over that hump. Our problem seems so monumental in the moment that you look at it later and realize that you were worrying about nothing, simply. Yeah, so save the arguments, man. Save the arguments for something important. Save them for when there's actually something wrong, because, you don't want to you don't want to confuse yourself, and you don't want to just be making mountains out of molehills. Something my dad used to say a lot. Uh, uh, Let's all just take a deep breath. I needed that. Yeah. I'm a pretty damn anxious person sometimes, man. I will not lie to you, yeah. I get in my own head quite constantly. I'm not going to lie at all. I'm going to keep it 100% with you. Yeah. It's no wonder I mentioned social anxiety so much because it's something I so deeply struggle with. Like, I feel like, I've done a great number on a lot of other aspects of my life, but social anxiety has just always been present. It's been better, it's been worse. It's just, yeah. I can't seem to, at this point in time, really stay calm in a situation where I'm, talking to somebody. What generally ends up happening is these sort of involuntary, motor, I guess you could say, mistakes, like, tense face, wobbly legs. Like sometimes if I'm walking away from one person or a group of people, I'll actually like trip over my feet. Very embarrassing. Just to share something that literally makes me want to slit my fucking throat when I get home. Yeah. Tripping over my feet's like probably my biggest embarrassment ever. My voice changes, gets very wobbly, not very consistent in pitch or tonality. Get sweaty. Oh my god, I get so hot. If I say something that I feel like that was stupid or like just choppy, unsmooth in general, like I get hot and sweaty. My palms fucking sweat. Like it's not fun. I think it's much better than any other problems that could possibly happen. Like, I lose my arms or something. My arms, I like them. I wouldn't be able to do half the shit I can do without my arms. So, just to put it into perspective, like, emotional problems can seem like the hardest thing to deal with, but they're generally not that bad compared to physical issues. Like, you could get sick, you could get chronically ill. And that happens to most people in America, predominantly because of the diet that we choose, but, mitigate all that, and you could still have some issues later in life, but, yeah. There's so many things you can do to rewire yourself and solve your problems, and just to list a few, there's meditation, of course, which I personally have been dabbling a little bit back more into, but it's nowhere near what I used to do. Like when I first started getting serious into meditation, I was meditating about 2 hours straight every night, and like, it sounds a little ridiculous and completely unnecessary, but I genuinely loved the way I would feel after that. Like, it was a high. It was a spiritual high. It was like, comparable to taking a psychedelic, I could say. But, yeah, meditation's a big one. Diet, for the love of God, diet. Oh my God. diet has changed my life. Some specific things that can make you feel like more confident. Eggs, I love eggs. High carbs, like eat some potatoes because they're satiating. Anything very satiating to you, healthy of course. Like this can give you that boost of energy that you might have not known you didn't have. Like it gives you potential you know you didn't have, or you thought you didn't have. So try eating a hearty meal and a hearty couple meals and see how that does for you. And drink a lot of water too. A lot of water. Get at least a gallon a day. And your energy levels will be through the frickin' roof, dude. I'm telling you. So make sure you do those two things with your diet and you should feel a lot better. Sleep, I will not lie, is something I struggle very deeply with. Like, when I get out of work, I have to go pick up my girlfriend and my daughter, and they work and school is like much farther than where we've recently moved. So, yeah, it's about like a 13-mile drive. So that whole thing takes about 2 hours after work, and we end up getting home around 5. I get out of work at 3. I go into work at 6 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, I'm the only one who drives currently. So, my girlfriend's forced to take the bus in the morning, but after work, I'll just come get her because, I'm able to. Yeah, sleep's just hard because it feels like the whole day's been eaten up. And trying to get that 8 hours in is just really difficult. But that's no excuse. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses here, but yeah, sleep is definitely important. I would love to experiment with this more, see how it benefits my life. Yeah, those are some examples of what you can do. I'm going to leave it to you to look for more. I feel like this video is going on a bit longer than it has to. Yeah, but just realize that your problems are your problems and you came here with them and you need to solve them, and there's really no point in wishing you had other problems because everybody has problems. And if you didn't have problems, I bet you life wouldn't even be fun. So, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.